Hi, and welcome to this year's first episode of Orangeline. I'm Zack Rockey.
And I'm Kelsey Epperson. We're going to start off the show with a political piece by yours truly, Zack Rockey.
Baker University students are getting involved with this year's election on both the national and local level. Some classes are even planning activities on the night of the election.
Years ago, and we've covered two major elections. The students in campaigns and elections and in the intro class put together a whole series of events. It's not just one single event. And what they do is they try to bring the excitement and the passion of the election down at our level and start talking about, how the House races were run, how the Senate races were run, and of course the presidential.
One of the reasons that this year's election is so popular amongst college students is that they are going to get to see something they have never seen before.
This year's election is important because either way there's going to be history made. You got Barack Obama, who'll be the first African-American president in history, or you have Sarah Palin, who will be the first woman.
Republicans are anticipating the changes they will see if John McCain wins the election.
I really like how Sarah Palin balances out the ticket. Now that John McCain has added her to the ticket, I know a lot of evangelicals are starting to pay more attention to him than they did. But John McCain also brings, obviously a lot of military experience and that kind of experience that Sarah Palin doesn't have. So I think that they balance each other out well, and I think they would serve us well in office.
Democrats are supporting Barack Obama because he is promising to make the economy better and get it moving in the right direction.
I think that he has real plans and he has a real solution, like for short-term job creation, that kind of thing, that's better than McCain's. So that's why I'm supporting him currently. But at the same time, I see, the concerns about experience, the concerns about a real record. But, I don't have a reason to doubt him yet. So okay. I'm going to give him the benefit of my doubt.
Staying involved in politics at the local level is very important because it keeps people involved and aware of what is going on around them in their part of the world.
It's absolutely critical. And this is where our students live 9 months out of the year, whether they live on campus or off. If they're living off campus, their investment is even higher, I would argue. These are the people that are in charge of when your garbage gets picked up and what potholes get filled and whether or not your sewer system is going to be revamped and all those kinds of things. Those are important issues for Baker students.
I also asked students who they would be voting for in this year's presidential election.
I'll be voting for John McCain and Sarah Palin.
I'm going to support Barack Obama.
At the presidential level, I'll vote for Barack Obama, but down here at the level where it really matters, I'll be voting for Tom Holland for the Senate and Tony Brown for the legislature.
This year, I think I'm going to write in Tony Brown for president, so that's probably about all you'll get out of me. So.
I also want to let students know that in October, Student Senate will be registering people to vote in Harder Union. So definitely go and check that out so you can get registered to vote in the upcoming election. Reporting for KNBU TV, I'm Zack Rockey.
Thanks, Zack. We're now going to send it to Rena Murphy, who has a story about the new dorm.
The Living and Learning Center is Baker University's newest residence hall. Students are living in the building for the very first time this year. I got the chance to sit down and talk with Daniel Easton. He explained to me about his position as area coordinator and what features the LLC has to offer students.
My name is Daniel Easton. I am the area coordinator for the Living and Learning Center and the apartments at Baker University this year. I'm originally from the city of Denver. I did my undergraduate work at the University of Denver and worked at a private school in Denver last year. The main reason I'm working at Baker is because through the assistantship program at the University of Kansas, I decided to take the internship here at Baker because it allows me to have experience both as a live-in position in housing and have experienced the administrative side of higher education. We want students to see the college experience as a place where the place where you live is also the place where you're learning, which is why we have 2 classrooms in the building. They're 2 fully equipped classrooms that hold 42 students in each one. They're smart classrooms with PCs that can project onto prompters at the front of the classroom. Currently we have about 190 students who live in the space. There are 3 styles of rooms, a Suite A, a Suite B, and a Suite C. A Suite A is set up to where there's 4 single rooms, and in those 4 rooms they share 2 bathrooms, and then there's a common area with a couch and coffee table. A Suite B is a room with 2 double rooms in which residents will have a roommate, and each set of roommates has one bathroom, and there's also a common space in those rooms as well with a couch and a coffee table. And the last style is a Suite C, which is where it is a one room with a double, and so they share one bathroom and then they share a one common space. So far, I currently live in the manager suite in the Living and Learning Center, and so I am a part of the Living and Learning community. And I have to say, probably my favorite part about living in the Living and Learning Center is the suite style rooms. I think the style of rooms here provides an atmosphere where students can maintain close relationships with a smaller set of roommates and build deeper relationships with the people they live with. And I personally, I also like that it's a nice new building and we have new equipment, which is always kind of creates a more of a welcoming atmosphere, I think.
Rena Murphy, KNBU TV.
Thanks, Rena. Here at Orangeline, we're going to try out a new segment this year called Meet the Freshmen. We're going to take a quick look right now at a new fresh face on campus.
My name's Tiffany Loving. I plan on being a lawyer, so I want to major in sociology and minor in political science. I like Baker because I like the small town atmosphere, and everyone's really friendly. And I like the small classes. I like the one-on-one individuality you can get with your teachers. Okay, I also run track. I'm a freshman. Yeah, you probably figured that. I plan on going to nationals along with a couple of other of my teammates. Hopefully the whole team can go. So we have big plans for the track team this year. Come out, support, watch us run.
Thanks for that. And now we're here in the cafeteria where we're going to talk to some students about how they feel with the new cafeteria menu.
We went through the old menu and picked out the entrees and sides that we liked and that we knew the students liked, and kind of tossed everything else and started over.
Yeah, overall I like it better. It's more fancy, it's definitely a lot more variety. There's some days where I kind of wish we had plain food, like I miss mac and cheese, but maybe it'll come around.
I've seen that there's a couple more what I would say creative courses. There's some really interesting tilapia the other evening. So it's pretty good food all around.
We are hoping to make it easier for students to choose healthier foods.
I don't know if it's any more healthy, but if it is, that'd be great.
You know, this will be an organic process, the new menu, and we'll continue changing things and incorporating new items as our vendors introduce new products to us. And we always want students' feedback. We want to hear about the things they like as well as the things that they don't like.
This has been Kelsey Epperson from Harder Union. Stay tuned after these short messages.